Welcome back to science class, students. Today, unit 13, structural organization of animals. So in the previous class, I taught you the digestive system of leech. Right. Today, I am going to teach you the respiratory, circulatory, nervous, excretory and reproductive system of leech. First, let's see the respiratory system of leech. So before knowing about the leech, how do we respire? We respire with the help of lungs. Right. Likewise, fishes breathe with the help of gills. And leech respire with the help of skin. And also moist skin. So the respiration of the leech takes place with the help of skin. There is a dense network of tiny blood vessels called capillaries, which is having hemocylic fluid extend in between the cells of epidermis. Epidermis is what? That is the outermost layer of the skin contains cuticle, and next to cuticle epidermis is present, and this epidermis contains the blood vessels, and the blood vessels contain capillaries. The blood vessels contain capillaries, and the capillaries are having hemocylic fluid. Okay, here only exchange of gas takes place. That is, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is released out with the process of diffusion. So the exchange of respiratory gases takes place by diffusion. The oxygen is dissolved in water, diffuses, that is taken in through the skin into the hemocylic fluid, while carbon dioxide is released out by the same process. The skin is always kept moist by the secretion of mucus. So this mucus only prevent the leech from drying. So if the skin is dry, it cannot respire. So always the skin is kept moist by the secretion of mucus. So the skin is kept moist and slimy due to the secretion of mucus. Okay, so this mucus only prevent it from drying. Next, let's see the circulatory system. In circulatory system, it doesn't have blood or blood vessels. Leech doesn't have blood or blood vessels. In leech, circulation is brought about by hemocylic system. What is coelom? Coelom means body cavity. Already I've learnt about coelom in 9th standard. So here circulation is brought for leech with the help of hemocylic system. There are no true blood vessels. The blood vessels are replaced by the channels called hemocylic channel, or the channels are filled with blood like fluid. So it doesn't have blood, it is having blood like fluid. So this coelomic fluid contains the hemoglobin. There are 4 longitudinal channels. One channel is lying above the alimentary canal, one is lying below the alimentary canal. Above means dorsal. Okay, so dorsal, one channel is lying in the dorsal side, that is above the alimentary canal. One is lying in the ventral side. Ventral side means below the alimentary canal, and other two are present in either side of the alimentary canal. So this is acting as a heart. Okay, and also it is having inner valves. All the 4 channels are connected together posteriorly in the 26th segment. Remember, very important, all the 4 channels are present in the 26th segment. Here only blood-like fluid circulates. Next, let's see about the nervous system. The central nervous system of leech contains nerve ring and a paired ventral nerve cord. So it is having nerve ring and a paired ventral nerve cord. The nerve ring surrounds the pharynx and it is formed of suprapharyngeal ganglion. It is acting like a brain. Okay, suprapharyngeal ganglion and circumpharyngeal connective and subpharyngeal ganglion. So suprapharyngeal ganglion and subpharyngeal ganglion. In between, this subpharyngeal ganglion is lying below the pharynx and it is formed by the fusion of 4 pairs of ganglia. Right? And next, Let's see about the excretory system. In leech, the excretion takes place by the segmentally arranged paired tubules called nephridia. Right? And there are 17 pairs of nephridia which open out by nephridopores. From 6th to 22nd segment, this nephridopores are present. And next, let's see about the reproductive system. The leeches are hermaphrodite in nature. That means both male and female reproductive organs are present in the same body. It means that both male and female reproductive organs are present in the same body, but fertilization doesn't take place here. Two leeches are required for the fertilization, but both the organs are present in the same body. Okay, first let's see about the male reproductive system. There are 11 pairs of testes, one pair in each segment. From 12 to 22nd segments are present. So there are totally 11 pairs of testes are present, one pair in each segment. From where it is present, so there are one pair in each segment is present, where from 12 to 22 segments this testis is present. 11 pairs are totally present. They are in a form of spherical sac called testis sac. So 11 pairs of testis sacs containing in the testis, and then see here, from each testis arises a short duct called vas efferens. This vas efferens join with the vas deferens. The vas deferens become convoluted to form, that is, convolution means bendings, many bendings are present, right? So these convolutions form the epididymis or sperm vesicle. So here, epididymis, here only spermatozoa sperms will be stored up. Okay, the epididymis leads to a short duct called ejaculatory duct. Right, the ejaculatory duct on both the sides join to form genital atrium. So this atrium only contains two regions, the coiled regions, that is prostrate gland and the perineal sac. Okay, and through the perineal sac only contains this penis, and through the penis only, that is, penis is nothing but the male genital pore. From that only the sperms will be released out. Okay, this is about the male reproductive system, right? And the genital atrium contains two regions, what and all? Prostate gland and the perineal sac. And next, let's see about the female reproductive system. So the female reproductive consists of ovary, oviduct and vagina. Female reproductive system consists of ovaries, oviduct and vagina. There is a single pair of ovary in the 11th segment on the ventral side. Already I told you, ventral means lower surface or front. Okay, so each ovary is a coiled ribbon shaped structure. The ova are bundled off from the ovary. From each ovary runs a short oviduct. So from each ovary there is a short oviduct. Duct means what? Tube like structure. That is duct. So already I have learnt about this duct and all. So the oviducts of two sides joins together to form a common oviduct. The common oviduct opens into pear-shaped vagina. So this vagina lies mid-ventrally in the posterior part of the 11th segment. Posterior means what to say? Otherwise you can say it as dorsal, backside. Right? It is present in the middle, mid-ventrally in the posterior part of the which segment? 11th segment. Okay, and then how does the egg development takes place? Here, fertilization, how does it takes place? Here only internal fertilization takes place. This is followed by the cocoon formation. So already I have learnt about this clitelium. Clitelium, what is that? Here only cocoon formation is taking place. Cocoon is, otherwise we can say it as egg case. So it is formed around 9, 11 and 9, 10 and 11th segment. Around this 9 to 11 segment only this egg case will be formed. So here the development is direct and proceeds in cocoon, which contains 1 to 24 embryos will be present inside the cocoons. 1 to 24 number of embryos will be. Embryo means from the egg the young one develops, no, that is what we say it is embryo. After 15 days all these embryos will be released out. Okay, the young one will be released out after 15 days. Okay, that is young one resembling the adult will be emerging out from this egg case. This is about the female reproductive system. And next let's see about the parasitic adaptation of leech. This leech lead to a parasitic mode of life by sucking the blood of the vertebrates and show several important adaptation in their structure. Let's see that. The blood is sucked by the pharynx. Already we discussed about this pharynx, no? So this leech will suck the blood from the host. Host means from blood from the other animal, right? So it is sucking with the help of pharynx. The anterior and the posterior end of the body are provided with sucker by which the animal attaches itself to the body of the host. Suppose if the leech has to suck the blood from the host, it will attach both the anterior and posterior part, top part as well as bottom part to the host and start to suck the blood. And while it is attaching, epidermis, ovary-testis sac, vagina, vas deferens, nephridium, anus, posterior sucker, everything is attached to the body of the host. These are all not mentioned in your book, just for additional information. And the 3 jaws inside the mouth causes a painless Y-shaped wound in the skin of the host. So it is causing one Y-shaped wound over the skin of the host. Here the salivary gland produces, very important one word, hirudin. The salivary gland is producing hirudin, which is not allowing the blood to coagulate. Thus, the continuous supply of the blood is maintained. Blood clotting will never takes place. When it is sucking the blood through the pharynx, continuously the blood will be coming out from the body of the host. So that is maintained with the help of the secretion of hirudin. From where it is produced? From the salivary gland. And next, the parapodia and setae are completely absent here. Normally, these earthworms you would have seen, setae, parapodia and all will be present, right? So all these are not present in this leech. And the blood is stored where? In the crop. This leech is not having blood in body, but it is sucking the blood from the host and storing it in the crop. This gives nourishment to the leech for several months. So from the crop it can take the blood whenever it is requiring. And due to this reason there is no elaborate secretion of digestive juice and enzymes. So digestive juice, enzymes are required for the digestion of the food what we take, right? But here for leech it is all not required. Why? Means whatever blood it's sucking from the host will be stored up in the crop. Whenever it needs food it will be taking up from the crop. So digestion is not necessary. So digestion juice and digestive enzyme are not required for the leech. And do you know, bloodletting is a technique of bleeding in the patient to remove toxic impurities from the body. So if any poison is there in the body, that will be removed, that can be removed, that is toxic impurities can be removed. If the blood is removed, the toxicness also come along with the blood, right? So this is what we say as bloodletting. For that technique, for removal of toxicness from the blood, they use the technique of leech, what it's doing, right? So the leech is sucking the blood, right? So the same way they are sucking the blood and removing the toxicness from the body. So they are following the technique of leech. And then medical value of leech. Leeches are effective in increasing the blood circulation and breaking up the blood clots. When the leech is sucking the blood continuously, it sucks the blood without any coagulation, right? So for that purpose, they are in the medical, they are using the leeches to suck the blood. Even though there is any blood clotting, that can be easily sucked with the help of leech. So they are trying this methodology. It is surprising that they can be used to treat cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular means heart diseases are occurring only because of the blood clot. They are trying to remove the blood clots with the help of leech. The biochemical substances derived from the leech saliva are used for the preparation of pharmaceutical drugs that can be used for treating the hypertension. So the medicine which is prepared from the saliva of leech is helpful in the preparation of medicine which can treat the hypertension, blood pressure. Quite interesting, no? Okay, so with this, it's over. That is, today I have taught you the respiratory, circulatory, nervous, excretory, and reproductive system. And finally, I taught you the parasitic adaptation of each. Let me wind up today's class. Thank you.